Every fruit you've ever eaten has one job: make the next generation. That's why fruits have seeds. Nature has followed that rule for longer than humans have existed, and then humans quietly found a way around it. Today, you can walk into almost any supermarket and buy a watermelon with almost no seeds at all, which sounds completely normal until you stop and think about what that actually means. Because those seeds aren't just little black things you spit onto the ground. They're the watermelon's future. Without them, there shouldn't be another watermelon, and yet millions of seedless watermelons are grown every single year. So how do you keep growing a fruit that isn't supposed to grow another one? The answer begins with what fruit was made to do. A plant can't walk, it can't pick up its own seeds and carry them somewhere else. So instead, it hides them inside something sweet, something that's hard to ignore. An animal eats the fruit, the seeds get dropped somewhere new, and another plant gets a chance to grow. It's a beautifully simple system until humans got involved, because if there's one thing we've almost never done, it's leave nature exactly as we found it. So whenever a plant produced better fruit, people noticed. They saved its seeds, planted them again, and waited. The next harvest looked a little different. Then they did it again and again. Over time, those small decisions slowly changed the plants themselves. Watermelons were no different, sweeter, bigger, but one thing never changed. Every single one was still full of seeds. So the question became, could you keep the fruit without keeping the seeds? It turned out you couldn't remove them, because seeds aren't something you add to a watermelon. They're part of how the watermelon is built. So the answer wasn't inside the seeds at all. It was hidden somewhere much smaller. Inside every watermelon cell are tiny sets of instructions. They tell the plant how to grow. Normally, those instructions come in matching pairs. Every new seed receives one complete copy from each parent. Then scientists did something nature almost never allows. They gave one watermelon plant an extra set of those instructions. Then they crossed it with an ordinary watermelon. The new plant inherited an odd number instead, and that's where everything changed. Those instructions were supposed to split into two equal sets, but an odd number can never split evenly, so the seeds never fully develop. The watermelon keeps growing around them, which creates a completely different mystery. If those seeds can't grow, where do the next seedless watermelons come from? If you walked through a field where they're grown, you might notice something strange. Not every plant is growing seedless watermelons. Some of them are perfectly ordinary. They aren't there by accident. Their pollen carried by bees tells the seedless plants to start growing fruit, which means a field of seedless watermelons is never really just a field of seedless watermelons. Hidden between the rows are ordinary watermelons. Without them, there wouldn't be any seedless ones to harvest.